Hello, welcome back. Just have a quick process video today using the Vicki Boutin Mixed Media Pre-Made Pad. Did want to use this originally with my photos, do kind of like a shelf layout, then decided actually I really liked the cover of the Vicki Boutin pad, decided to use that as an inspiration and got this green paper and moved the photos to the bottom left. This layout's for the Lottie Loves Paper cyber crop that went on last weekend. This is one of the layouts I did for one of those challenges, which included using green pattern paper and the colour gold and a picture from the countryside. So for my picture I've used a walk around a hall and gardens in Wales. Cannot remember the name of it off the top of my head, really sorry, I shall find that out. So it was really raining, but I really enjoyed the walk, and this is a little wood bridge that goes across the bottom of the lake, which doesn't feel very safe when you're walking over it, especially in the rain when it's slippy, and this particular side of it's a lot steeper than it looks there. Where I'm putting that frame is actually me stood on the bridge that Mr. Ding took a picture. I was going to use the January hip kit with this and just decided that actually, see him go through the embellishments in a minute, it doesn't really go. So I go over to my Raskog and grab a box of die cut ephemera. I actually grabbed 3. I think I've got the flowers and fauna, the butterflies and the nature boxes there. So just start playing around with putting these florals all around the pictures. So I've got them coming off from the bottom right and then going up along the left hand side. Eventually put a die cut at the bottom, so like a cluster die cut. There's a mix in here. I mean, this is basically flowers from lots of different collections that when I finished using the pack for what I was using it for, what's left gets thrown in the box. There's still lots to sort out in the old way of storing die cuts that I had, so this box could actually end up growing before it starts going down. And there's all sorts in here, some Vicki Boutin, there's Paige, Evans. I think that's all I use on this actually, is those 2 designers. Those flowers on the right are going to change, and so is that big yellow one from the top on the left. I do end up moving that. There we go. Do take it out for a bit and it ends up coming back on. So just having a look through now. I think I'm looking for a purple one because I want to get the purple in 3 spots with having that big one. There we go, down at the bottom. And like I said, I do end up putting that big yellow one back on eventually, and that pink daisy gerbera star one comes off completely. Yeah, going back to the big yellow one now because I need my yellow there as well. So I've got my 3 spots of yellow. There we go. And I do actually, when I start sticking down, forget that I've not glued the photos down yet, so that gets a bit gets the wrong way round doing things is I think the words I'm looking for. Just going through now the butterflies. These are actually cut from a sheet of paper from Paige Evans. Can't remember the collection, 2017 it was anyway, but I can't remember the name of it. Just keeping the title simple, using that beautiful from one of the die cut boxes I've got there. I think that might be Vicki Boutin as well, I'm not sure, can't remember. And then just checking out some word strips. So yeah, this gardens, we were driving back up from Cardiff, we'd had a weekend in Wales, and were looking for somewhere to stop for lunch, and we saw a sign for this hall and gardens, and there it had a cafe, so we we stopped. It wasn't lunch, it's sort of like mid-afternoon. It was quite late. So we stopped and went and had an absolutely lovely meal in the little cafe they've got there, all homemade stuff. And then decided to go for a walk around the gardens, and me being me was like, nah, we don't need an umbrella, look, it stopped raining, it's great. And then the heavens opened and we got soaked whilst we were having this walk. The Holland Gardens is Glen 7 Holland Gardens, and it's in mid Wales. It's around Welshpool, Garthmill. I'll probably pronounce that wrong, but it's absolutely beautiful and well worth a visit. The gardens are amazing, and there's sort of like a short walk which was closed. There's a gate that goes around, stops where you don't have to go all the way around the lake to get back round to the house, but that gate was shut. And then there's a long walk and there's a mid walk. We did the mid walk, so we just did around the lake, which is to one side of the house, and not the whole walk. We got wet enough just doing that. We didn't need to do the whole thing. So yeah, just having a look through my box now just for more words and little bits to embellish the page. Going in, is this my words and tags box? Yeah, it's another one of the words and quotes boxes. Don't think I pick anything out of that. And I do end up going back to the Rascog shortly for another box of stuff. So I'll go back over in a minute. Lots more layouts from this weekend that we had in Wales. It was last June. It seems so long ago, but doesn't, which is really odd. So start sticking stuff down now, and as I said, I get to a point when I realise I've not actually stuck the photos down yet, and it might be easier if I stick them down, which isn't quite yet when I get there. So absolutely loving this mixed media pad from Vicki Boutin. I've used quite a bit of it now. This was the first layout I did from it, and you'll see on the layouts coming up from the weekend just gone that I do actually use it quite a lot. Use it for most of the layouts for this particular weekend. So yeah. Okay, so I was going to stick that word on and think, actually, let's get what is going on all stuck down first. And then I'm going to stick something over a picture and think, oh, I can't really stick it over the picture when I've not stuck the picture down. So there we go. Trying my best not to cover the bottom of that bridge up with that flower cluster. You can still just see it, can't you? Okay. That's the last of the butterflies. I do a bit where I'm like, oh, am I going to do my journaling? Where's my journaling going to go? Do that shortly. I decide not to put it on. I'm just having a look at the layout. I don't think it's still on there. No, it's not on there yet. We'll get round to that. So just having a look through those embellishments, make sure there's nothing else I want from there. Grab the date stamp. Like I said, it's still not got any journaling on there, but I do put the date from June last year on there. Just having a mess, making sure I've got that right. There is a layout somewhere in my albums where I've put completely the wrong date and then had to do a new cluster over it and make it all look like I'm meant to put the die cuts and the embellishments there. Who's done that? I'm sure I'm not the only one. I don't recall doing the journaling on this. I'm looking at the page, I still can't see it, but apparently my ruler's out. Oh no, there we go. I didn't do it. Got some of the, I was going to say Heidi Shine then, that's not Heidi Shine. This is the Jen Hadfield stuff, which is just as lovely. Just giving that a good old splatter about. Okay, and then it's nearly done. So There we go. I think that's it. All done. Thanks for watching. Bye.